All right, what's up, Purple Acorn fans? Chris Russell here from RecTech Media, and I've got Adam Meekhof. He's Director of TA for Marksman Security. Right, Mark?
Yeah. hey, I get it.
Right, Adam?
What's funny is the CEO.
Still early yet, so.
Yeah, the CEO founder, his name is Mark, so I'm always like, wait, what now? So yeah, Marksman Security.
Nice. Okay, so you guys hire security officers, I guess, or what's your
So we
hiring
do
background?
security officers all across the country. The best way I can say it is there's security officers running around RecFest right now.
Yep.
We hire those type of security officers. We also do armed for high-end individuals and high-end properties, as well as we do a lot of for commercial like warehouses, data centers, and things like that.
Would you consider that a high volume type of hiring role? Or?
Yeah, we're all high volume front end hiring. I think my team right now, we're averaging roughly 110 hires per week.
Wow, that's a lot. They have to get trained first, things like that, or what's that like?
So are you talking about the recruiters?
Oh, the actual people,
yeah, so a lot of them most of them have security experience, and depending on the state, they have to have certain certifications. So we have to go through and make sure they verify it. But yeah, then we'll bring them in through an orientation to show them what day in the life is. We'll do CPR, AED training. We'll have to do, obviously, I hate it, but it's real. We have to make sure they understand active shooter training. We've had some scares, and the team has done fantastic to make sure they call the right people and bring them in. We're actually merged with another company out of Chicago, Titan. They actually do another 100, 110 a week too. So we about 220 people per week. Our team hires across the country.
What's the average hourly rate for a security guard today?
Typically anywhere you can range. It's a little bit bigger, but because it depends on where you're at in the country. But roughly 15 to 23 an hour. Yep. We need them all. So if they're out there, if there's someone connected on Acorn TV, send them my way.
Now, what's working for you as far as attracting them online goes? Is it Indeed? Is it other job boards? Give me a sense of how you're using that recruiting marketing spend.
We had used quite a few job boards, but we narrowed it down. Indeed partnered very well with us in the way that we can do our sponsored jobs, and we can do the XML feed through our ATS so that it's actually quite seamless. And I know other ones do it. Indeed's just the one that has partnered and done really well for us. And we have a really strong relationship market, making sure that we're watching our click to apply, our drop-offs, and everything like that. And my account rep, he's fantastic. He has alarms set up on his phone to check mine periodically each week to make sure that our XML feed's working properly. So we've done very well. In certain cities, you get 200-300 applicants, but then we have places that are in the rural area. If we get 30 applications for a job, we consider that one of the greatest producing applications ever.
Nice. Let's talk tech a bit. You just told me before the show you've implemented a new ATS. So what is it and how did it go?
Yeah, so we implemented Greenhouse.
Greenhouse, all right.
Yeah, so it was
ATS.
Yeah, I didn't really. So I've used ATS in my past as a user when I was in recruiting, and I didn't realize that they were actually strong with high volume, and they had some really strong vendors and that they've used, and we got some great references. We RFP'd about 5, narrowed it down to 2, selected Greenhouse, and they partnered with us so well. We're doing it in phases because the way our contract of our last ATS did it, and the way
the last one, by the way?
iSIMS.
Go ahead.
Yeah, iSIMS. So, and when we went to it, they're actually allowing us to keep our tech consultant and our configuration consultant through December because we're doing this in phases, which means a lot to me and my counterpart on the Titan side because we get to have our weekly meetings and they help us audit to make sure that we're auditing the right things and making sure that our KPIs are in place and stuff like that. So they've been fantastic so far. And my team's always said, wow, everything moves so smooth through the system. So far, so good. We're enjoying it.
Nice. What about Greenhouse do you think pushed them over the edge for you guys?
For me, it was their improvement on their analytics. I used them about 3-4 years ago, and I told my rep, I said, unless your analytics have changed, I'm not really that interested. And he's like, okay. And he knew that if I didn't see my data side that I wanted, and my CHRO is really big into the data too, and I knew that was going to be a hanging point. I knew it could handle the volume of candidates that we were doing based on how it's built. I love their open API structure and how they integrate into all of our vendors. I was really concerned that their data and reporting hadn't gotten better, and it really has. They're really helping us create some pretty awesome live-time dashboards and reports that our C-suite can have. Because our C-suite really watches our vacancy rates because of, in our industry, you typically don't bill for overtime. So when you don't bill for overtime, that directly hits your bottom line. So you really need to know what your vacancy rates are at and keep that as low as possible.
Yeah. Is turnover a problem in your space?
Yes, it's the hardest thing for me to accept is that I'm never going to be able to beat turnover in this industry. The national average for security is over 100% turnover.
Really?
So I hate it, and it makes sense. It's a frontline hourly worker, and as I tell people, if someone can make 50 cents more an hour, they're like, well, that's only 50 cents more an hour. I'm like, that's $1,000 a year. $1,000 a year can break down to $80 a month. That's a cell phone payment. And if someone can get their cell phone and not have to worry about that bill, I will never fault them for taking a new job. So a lot of times, we're battling with a lot of these other frontline hourly places, fast food, anything like that. And I say, so you're not going to beat it because these people are literally, and I come from an hourly worker, so I know this. I worked in a factory. I built blenders, and I know how, like, if certain shifts made more money, people try to get to shifts or different roles because it's the livelihood of your family. So we're never gonna. I hate to say that we're never gonna beat it because we can never continue to just pay more. But
so what's your message to these candidates? What's your EVP? I guess what are you kind of selling them on?
So if people work with us and work hard and show up and everything that we ask, there is tremendous growth. I have literal people in my company that started out as a security officer and now are VPs. And I have our COO was a security guard at one time and just worked his way up, found it, turned it into a niche. And I mean, the career's there. So, when we interview, it's not only can you do the job, this is what your requirements are, but like, what are you looking for? If you're looking for a career, and maybe in the beginning you go, I'm not quite making as much as I want. If you have to do something for your family, I'm never going to fault anyone. But if you can stick it out and your situation allows you to stick it out, there is a career here where you can have, the best way I can say it is it's going to be stable.
Yeah.
Security isn't going anywhere. And there's a career where you can make quite the living for your
job
family.
in security.
Yeah, the magic word that we're hearing around here, AI. I haven't found an AI bot that can take over a security officer yet.
Well, they got those drones now. Like, the police have drones and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, if they get a drone that's big enough and strong enough to pick a person up that's acting a fool, then maybe I'll start to worry. But I think I'm okay right now.
It's a good question. Do you have any roles where you're watching like cameras all day or something?
Oh yeah, we actually have people that started out in the field and they moved into what we call our Security Operations Center, our SOC, and they'd literally be watching cameras. It's funny. We actually have some people in our company, they'll do that, but we have some people that we have walking positions, and they actually love it because on some of our sites, you're walking on average 20,000 steps a day. You're getting your steps in. So, some people are like, this is great. Like,
got a paycheck.
Yeah. We love it too because we love we're such a great entry point for people coming out of the military. You're coming from the military, you're so structured, you don't know what to do yet, but you're great at protecting.
Yep.
And you're doing all these amazing things for our country, and we're like, hey, we could be a good bridge for you. And that's why I said I'm not going to beat turnover, because a lot of times we'll have people start with the military with us, figure out what they want to do now that they're going, and they go, all right, I'm gonna move on, and we applaud them for it. But that's what our sell is there is an actual true career here if you want it.
Any other tech besides greenhouse in place at your company, or
other
tools you might be looking at?
Grayscale. We started using Grayscale for our texting platform.
Yeah.
It integrates so well in there, and I got to give them props, man. They can customize some crazy stuff with the Grayscale. My recruiters are like, I didn't know I could do this, and this.
How big is your texting component of the recruiting process there?
Huge.
Where do you use it? Tell me the places you put it in, and give me a sense of that.
It's actually in every step. We will actually, a lot of our places, we will text first. And Grayscale comes in great for that because you can customize, you can make templates so well. And then we do it for every interview stage. We'll even do it to say, hey, we can text offers out too. So when we can, the hourly worker typically, they don't have time to step away from their shift if they're working at 1:30. They're in the middle of their shift, but you can send a text. And, so that's what I really like about that.
Do you require a resume for applying, or do you kind of just make
form
fields? Or?
We don't. We have it set up to where you can upload a resume, but we also have the where you can just build your profile, because a lot of people do it on their phone.
Yeah.
And that's the other part that Greenhouse is good about. It works well on a phone, so that they can be at work and be like, yeah, I want out of here, and they'll just
Greenhouse is one of the first companies that ever put the job description apply right at the bottom of the description itself, the form. to me, that was like a no-brainer. Like, why was every ATS doing that?
I know. I mean, we used to have to like remember the pages you'd have to click.
Yeah, you gotta
Do you like
click
this?
apply,
Like,
then you-
yeah. So that's a huge thing for our industry because it allows people to move quickly and apply the way they want.
Yep. It's all about speed and
Absolutely,
frontline hiring.
really
right?
is.
So, first RecFest.
Actually, my third. I've been here since they started
nice.
here, so
Awesome.
I loved it.
It's great place to hang. Where else can you wear shorts and walk in grass?
I know I'm a little jealous. The old school parents in me always make sure that I had my long pants
Yeah,
on.
I got
and
my
then-
shorts this year.
And I watch everybody with their shorts, and I'm like, I'm not the smartest person. out
Casual,
there.
Adam. It's casual.
Can't help myself.
It's casual Friday here at RecFest.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, great to meet you, Adam. Let us know what's happening with the company in the future, and thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.